got ourselves Team 1 together with Anthrax as the Fury Warrior. We got ourselves Big Damn on the Frosty. I do want to see the Frost go. Wait, you got a Tabard? That's a new Tabard. I still gotta get mine. We got ourselves a huge Buttman gonna be first up over for the team too. We got tags in the back. We got ourselves Yasha as a Paladino. I do wonder how Paladins play now. Their burst has been gutted, but their sustain should be marvelous. Huge Buttman already opening up with massive proximal lava burst versus Facile, who's just trying to get back into the fire phone and duels. He did say, I'm gonna give it a go, but I am a little rusty. If Facile get a knockback, does go for a wall as well as a Soul Burn Warlock Hellstorm. Trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of that recovery, a little bit of survivability. As Huge Buttman is going to go behind Pillar. Lava Burst in the bed, which is actually big for him. As long as you have a Flame Shock onto Facile, even if you go behind the Pillar and you Lava Burst the bed, that Lava Burst could still be centered at Facile either way. The knock him out in the open with the root. Got Circle for Facile, trying to go for a big Nether Portal. It's going to go for a big ramp. It's going to be big Lava Burst back-to-back. Huge Buttman get a lockdown. Massive damage on the Facile though. But another Axe Toss comes out versus Huge. Could be indestructible. That's going to be a massive Pit Lord walking out of the Twisting Nether. He's trying to see if he can back up out of there. My goodness, the lag and the jitterness of things is definitely like noticeable. Knockback on all the pets is Huge, trying to see if he can avoid him as best as possible. Does have a slow totem for all of them. Quick lasso to Facile is going to be a trinket. A Huge Buttman just kept sprinting around the arena. Did not want these pets touching him whatsoever. So I think he survived majority of this demonic horde. Big lead by Huge Buttman, trying to get aggressive. Big lava burst to follow. Is that another? Does he get another proc? Massive lava burst to follow with the meteor from the fire elemental. Facile does recover a little bit of health with the Mortal Coil and Dark Pack. Could potentially maybe have himself a go for you onto Huge Buttman, but looks like the pet and lava burst do capitalize. The Shaman right now able to just blast people out, doing really well here. Arcanite is another guy that also needed to get himself a little bit of play as a Destro Warlock. Dester's got a few buffs here, didn't they? The Arc opening up a massive set of portals, actually full array of portals attacking Barrage. Huge Buttman while he's just hanging back behind the pillar, knocking the Warlock out the open. Lava Burst to follow, trying to see if he can maybe reposition him. Gonna be Arc going in for a big Soul Burn Warlock Hellstone just to give himself a little bit of health to work with. Mortal Coil to Huge Buttman, but the pathing though. That pathing just puts him in a bad spot. Knockback by Huge. Trying to go for mad lava burst back to back. Big chaos bolt spawning in from a portal. Interrupted Arc on the shadow, but fire damage still can do a lot of work. It's going to be Wolf Arc with the Dark Pack. Playing it very defensive. Does go in for a drain. Whatever health he can drain from Huge, the better. But the mana just continue to barrage. That sustained barrage of lava bursts, man. He's just serving out the meatballs the entire time. Arc trying to see if he can maybe close the gap with Huge. And Arc is, I think, playing a pet sacrifice build. I noticed that a lot more Warlocks started playing a sacrifice build with their pets. Like as destruction, you just sack your pet. I guess to give yourself a little bit more help to work with. But Alasa with a lava burst chipping away at you little by little. Drains you, man. That's a tough one. But Nathriel, we'll see if this man can maybe potentially do it. Stone onto Huge Buttman, massive cleave, but it's going to be knocked back by Huge Buttman, just trying to get the Demon Hunter away from him as he trying to see if he can find himself footing. Big Haunt catching Huge Buttman around the corner, does pre-wall as a Blade Dance come out. There could be potential lots of pressure by the Demon Hunter, but Huge got him some mobility. And as long as he puts a slow onto Nathriel, he should be fine. He should be able to avoid him. The ghost of keeping him from being slowed too much. And as long as he can maintain a proper Frost Shock slow onto the Demon Hunter, there should be no way for the H to really catch up. Picking up the Demonic Soul, 20% more damage activated. Huge going in for a bit of a lasso, but just walking away from Nathriel with a pet stun to follow with a stun right after. It's going to be knocked back by Huge as he goes in for a root into Nathriel. Does he have a Lava Burst go? Big Lava Burst. Demon Hunters naturally take less magic damage, but the man may have to be a little bit more careful. That's a lot of lava bursts. Earth Shocks to follow. Trying to go for a bit of damage with a full resources. Huge. Just sleeping away from the guy. He just as mobile as Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter's literally flying through the air. And so is this doggo over here. Darkness down for Nathriel, slaying the demon, looking for a full recovery, picking up Demonic Soul, dropping fuel and damage, but it's going to be yet another knockback by Huge Buttman. The man is just avoiding Nathriel as best as he humanly possibly can. He wants to get an angle. He wants to get a couple of Lava Burst procs. He's definitely getting some. Nathriel not in a great spot right now. His health limited. Needs to go for as much self-healing as possible. It's going to be knocked back. Trying to go for an Ivy, but it doesn't quite reach Huge. Huge has an angle. Going to be immunity for Nathriel. Definitely needs to have a play off of that immunity. I don't know. He's got a hunt coming up very soon. He definitely needs to go for some kind of CC onto Huge. Big Hunt, maybe trying to get a counter-offensive, but Lassa stops him in place though. Oh my god, this stun to follow and knock back right after. My god, oh, he's just tossing these boys around. He's just tossing them throughout the arena, man. My god, Huge Buttman just throwing these boys all over the place. And he's throwing himself all over the place with a gust of wind. Earth Shock on Telrion. As Telrion trying to see if he can maximize the damage. Frost Shock to follow. Tel with a strong bolt and a huge. Is it enough here to finish him? Huge Budman so far has had such a good go. Rudo to Telrion can't even break out of it. Telrion with a Flame Shock, so you can't really go for too much healing. Huge looking for that full recovery. Does Tel have a leap? He does have a leap. Looking to get himself an angle. Does get himself the charge angle, but it's a huge Buttman. Knocking him back with yet another root. That's huge. Looking for the full recovery. He may just have to get counter aggressive here. Blassa, Trinket immediately for Telrion. I don't know if Huge can maybe go for a Hex to follow. Knock backward a second. Telrion trying to see if he can close the gap. Huge Budman trying to think, maybe give himself an angle. Maybe trying to go for his own racial. But I think it's over. He did really well though. He did excellently well. He did really good. Yasha tried to see if he could take down Telrion, the Paladin that has recently been gutted off of the burst, but does have a ton more sustain. I want to see how well a Paladin can play now. Oh, the Crusader strikes, consecration damage. Blades of Justice, I think too, and Templars all do more damage, but the burst will be weaker. That is still quite a bit of burst. He does have a bit of a bite to him though. Telrion could be in trouble. It's not quite enough to finish him off. That's still quite a bit of damage though. That bite is there. That bite is there. It's just not nearly like a one-shot at like a couple of globals though. He does take an extra global in there. But I wonder what the sustain is going to look like afterwards. Going to be a big battle stance for Telrion. Trying to get counter-offensive. Stun by the Paladin. But the banner is not going to keep a stun for too long. Stormbolt to follow. Yasha with a bubble throw right after. Telrion trying to see if he can shatter through it. Oh! He does commit a point into shattering throw. With Antrax going to be up next as an arms warrior. Parry up for Telrion. Just trying to see. Oh no. Antrax is a Fury. No, he is arms. Charge it out over Cell. Big execute, just letting him charge right in, just slamming into the other warrior. Telrion trying to see if he can back up out of it for a second. If he can not take too much damage, he's going to get himself lots of health recovery. Look at that healing. Stormbolt to follow Antrax as long as he can deny him any kind of healing. He'll be in a great spot. Antrax does play a little bit defensively, though, burning a lot of that rage at the beginning to go for a little bit of a ignore pain. As Telrion looking to press the offensive. Antrax still has plenty of defense to work with here. Plenty. Blaze Storm to follow. Telrion trying to go for a big bleed counter offensive here. Antrax with a parry. Should be pretty safe right now. Telrion looking to leap away, but that's a charge. But the other warrior does go for a last smash. Potentially big damage. Massive executes letting him reconnect. Telrion trying to go for a counter offensive. Oh! No way, dude! Both warriors just got each other. You gotta be kidding me. One went for an execute and the other went for an overpower, and both of them slammed at each other. That was insane. That is crazy. What a way to end that duel. Into a stun by Mega Dragon versus Big Damn as a man finally gets a chance to play, except he has to play against a Feral Druid. May not be the best class to play against. Gets a spike. Does he go for a kick? Mad damage. It's a spike. Second spike. Mega Dragon may be in a bit of trouble. Still got Incarn, who potentially giving you a lot of damage output. Ring of Frost trying not to get interrupted. Into a War Stomp. Does not get a War Stomp proper there. As Mega just continuing to run. Spikes are doing a lot of damage, actually, or at least chipping away cleanly. Wow. Spikes actually do quite a bit. Huh. Are you not entertained? Exactly, dude, exactly. Huge with 3. Let's go. Telrion does bring it back for his team little by little with that nice little execute at the end there, dude. Relentless warrior. But huge, dude. He was blasting these boys.